Welcome back to episode 4 of the England mini-series at the World Cup. We're into the quarterfinals. Sweden awaits. Let's go do it. So like I say, quarterfinal against Sweden, just to show you how we got there. So we obviously finished top of our group, obviously, because I'm a great manager. We finished top of Group L with 7 points, just one draw against Croatia, wins against Panama and Ghana. We did then rely on penalties, get through DR Congo. We then had a little bit of an easier fixture. We were 3-0 up against South Africa. They brought it back to 3-2. But we are through nonetheless. And it's been a very weird World Cup. If we look at the round of 16 results, so Germany beat France. They got through the quarters. Morocco took extra time to beat Switzerland. They're through the quarters. Sweden beat Senegal. We beat South Africa. Colombia actually beat Spain on penalties after a 1-1 draw. USA also through. New Zealand beating Uruguay. I mean, that's mad. And then Turkey knocked out another host nation in Canada. So USA, the only home nation still left in the tournament. If we look at the quarters, they are unfortunately out though because Colombia beat them. So Colombia through to a semi-final. Germany, probably the dark horses, Morocco knocked out because they really beat a few decent teams. It took penalties for Germany to go through. So they are probably the favourites to win it along with ourselves. New Zealand have got Turkey. We've got Sweden. I hope that means we would play the winner of these two. Which, I mean, if it was New Zealand, that's got to be the easiest semi-final you could ask for. But we play Sweden. We have played Sweden in a quarter-final before. 2-0 win, Jesse Lingard and Dele Alli with the goals. Hopefully we can repeat that with some of these boys. We're going with the same 11. I was thinking about swapping Pickford out because he has been pretty disappointing for us, but it's just asking for trouble if we do that. So we're going to keep the same team as is. I feel, yeah, we are missing a player because Jude Bellingham couldn't come because he got injured. So we're going with the regular 11. Eze keeps his place over Rodgers. I think that's the only contentious one. Everyone else has been good. We leave it on attacking. I think it's working for us. I think when we dropped it to positive, we actually ended up being worse once we dropped it to positive. So I might just leave it on attacking the whole game. Obviously, this is probably the best team we've came up against. So maybe is attacking a little bit too. Maybe we should knock it down to positive, I think. Lindelof at the back, we know of him. Kulusevski. I mean, they've got a very good front two of Isak and Gyökeres. That is the best attack we've come up against. So realistically, that's probably the one that's the one that's scaring me the most. But we'll leave it on attacking because I guess the defence is really nothing to write home around except for maybe Lindelof. And even then, he's not like a world-class centre-back. Whereas, I mean, they're not even playing with a front two. They've got Isak on the left-hand side. I'm not sure how I would feel about that. I think they'd be much better off, honestly, just sacking off the number 10 and just going with a 2 up front and then 2 on like a 4-2-2. That's what I would be doing anyway if I was the Sweden manager. But I'm not the Sweden manager. I'm the England manager, and I know we really only have one really, really good striker. So a 4-2-3-1 suits us quite nicely. Eze, who's got 2 goals in his last 2, gets the ball over to Saka, who's had a good tournament so far. Plays it back to Eze, who plays in Declan Rice, who's not... I don't think... Has he scored the tournament yet? I'm not sure. But he forces a save from Johansson in the Sweden goal. It's been all us so far. The attacking does seem to create a lot of chances, but it doesn't seem to create as many quality chances. And I think that's maybe why we end up doing a lot on the stats, but maybe not so much on the goals, which is something to think about anyway. But Sweden playing it out from the back. Victor Lindelof, the Aston Villa man, swings it out to Kulusevski, the Tottenham boy, who takes it round O'Reilly, tries to feed it into Gyökeres, who does, and he finds Isak, criticised him playing on the left, but he's got space to run into, tries to find his man, does. Oh, and the number 10, who I said to sack off, has scored. It's Sweden 1, England 0. And that is not the start we wanted. It's been a tournament of upsets, and this could be another one. Sweden beating England would definitely still be an upset. I know they're a decent side, but we're a better side. We should be winning this. We are a goal down. I think that's the first time in the tournament we've been a goal down. No, it wasn't. We went 1-0 down to Croatia as well. But that's disappointing. As soon as we come up against a decent defence, a decent attack, we've conceded. Isak was just allowed all the time in the world to run through. But that's a great ball over to Kane, who's got to finish it. Oh, he's put it wide. Honestly, Kane has not been unbelievable this tournament, which pretty much sums up Kane, I think. He's like has these unreal club seasons, and then for some reason he comes to play for England and just can't recapture how good he is at club level. He's still a great striker, don't get me wrong, but he just doesn't get up to as good of it. I know he won the Golden Boot at a World Cup before, but even then, most of those goals were in the groups against rubbish teams, so it doesn't. I don't feel like it counts. But Sweden trying to get themselves forward. Again, we looked a little bit dangerous. Like we didn't look at our best there, and they seem to be able to just freely bring it forward, which is really worrying me. And with 30 minutes on the clock, we need to get an equaliser quick, because I don't want to be chasing this game forever. And I think the more we chase it, the more we're going to end up conceding a second, because they've got, like I say, a dangerous attack. Eze swings it to Kane, who I think there was options. He didn't need to go for that. Should we take Kane off? I mean, he's not having it. The thing is, we don't really have any other good options. I think Watkins and Tony are a big downgrade on him, if we're being totally honest. This could be the end of the road. It's not been a great tournament, if we're being honest. I mean, we've had to jam our way through both Congo and South. I mean, we walked South Africa, but then it ended up being dodgy at the end. This is not ideal. 1-0 down. Kane is having a honker. We're going to give him a bit of time to make up for it. I mean, he is our captain. We've got to give him the option. We've got to give him the chance to make up for it. But yeah, not great from really anyone, and we need to go for it. Gordon, I mean, an early equaliser would be brilliant. Oh, it's brilliant work from Anthony Gordon. He's been my player of the tournament, and that is what he can do. That is a brilliant solo goal. We got into them at half-time, and he said, you know what? F the rest of them. I'm going to get his level. That is brilliant. Rice gets the assist from like the kickoff, I think. And Gordon just takes it all the way himself. That's a brilliant finish. It's England 1, Sweden 1, and we are back level in the tie, all to play for. We've been the better side looking at the stats, but again, how many of these are quality chances? Kane is having a stinker. I think if he hasn't improved his rating by the 70th, we have to take him off, because he's just not. He's not playing to his best ability. I just don't know who. I mean, he's just getting worse and worse. I think we've got to take him off. He's having a really poor game. I don't know who would be best. Would Rashford be better? Would Rashford actually be a good option? No, I can't. He's not a proper striker, is he? We'll do Watkins. Watkins is going to come on up front. He's did it before against Netherlands when we needed a goal. We brought him on. He scored that wonder goal against Netherlands. Hopefully he can recreate that here. This has not been as comfortable as the last time we played Sweden at the quarters at a World Cup. This has definitely been a little bit more difficult. We've left it on attack and 15 minutes to go. It's anyone's game, it really is. I mean, besides the goal, they've not really done too much. It's been mostly us. But Eze is not having a great game, and Saka and Gordon are getting real tired. So I think we're going to have to bring them off, unfortunately. I think we bring Rodgers on, though, for Eze in the hope that we can grab a winner in the last 10 minutes. And then we don't have to take Gordon or Saka off, because they're both brilliant. I think we'll bring Elliot Anderson off, actually. Kobbie Mainoo did decent when he came on. We actually haven't used Jordan Henderson at all, which I think is very likely to happen. Jed Spence honestly did pretty well when we brought him on last time, so we'll bring him on. Reece James is looking really tired as well, so I guess we'll make some changes in the back line, trying to freshen us up, the midfield and the back line. We're relying on Saka and Gordon to do the business, but it looks like, unless there's going to be a late highlight, it is going to go to extra time, which there is a late highlight, and it's Sweden with the ball at their feet. This is not what I want to see. This is the end of the road if someone scores. It's Lindelof with the ball at his feet. Plays it to his man. Is maybe this just a highlight to take it to extra time? At this point, it's the ball at their feet. I kind of want it to just be extra time. And there it is. The referee blows his whistle. It's 1-1. We've got another 30 minutes. Well, we've got to make a change, I think. We've got to make a change. We get an extra sub. We've got Saka, Gordon, all pretty tired. Well, I honestly think Rashford's the best shout, and he's better on the left. So thank you very much, Anthony Gordon. You did what you needed to do. You got his level. But we're going to have to bring Rashford on now, because I just don't really like Madueke. He's not really done anything when we've brought him on. Rashford's been decent. I honestly think I wish I'd just kept Kane on, because Watkins has done... He's done no better. He's really done no better. I'm honestly thinking of swapping to a front two at this point, because these two are just... They're just not cooking. They're just not cooking at the minute. And we could do with a winner. And I just don't see... Watkins has done... He's done niche. He's done absolutely nothing. But here he is, Watkins, into Rashford. Rashford got Spence. Oh, he's played it well to Rodgers. Can he find a man in the middle? Turns. Rashford. Ah! Oh, Rashford, man. It's a brilliant opportunity. It's really well worked from him and Rodgers, but he's just snatched at it and put it wide. Classic Rashford, man. Just can't keep his composure when he needs to. But he's using his pace, his athleticism this time. Plays it back to Spence, who honestly has been the surprise so far. He's done well whenever we've brought him on, so fair play to Jed Spence. But Cobby in midfield plays it to Rodgers, into Watkins, who just loses out. But Rashford can pick up the loose ball. Rashford, oh my God, this lad can't finish. Rashford, man, he does really well. He anticipates it. I think this could be going to penalties again. I really do. We need a winner. We don't want to go to penalties again. You don't get lucky with penalties more than once. You just don't. Rice into Cobby. We need a goal. We need a goal. It's Saka to take into Livramento. Feeds Rodgers, who's got options. It's a pretty crowded box though. Cobby back to Tino. Can he find someone in the middle? Doesn't. Goes back to Cobby. Finds Stones, who's really high up for some reason. Into Rodgers, who takes a touch. And Morgan Rodgers. Come on. Brilliant work from Morgan Rodgers. Eze and Rodgers just only seem to score when they come off the bench. It's like, I don't know which one to play, because whoever we bring... To be fair, it's a good problem to have. Whoever we bring on seems to do better off the bench. But Livramento does really well. Works it to Rodgers, who takes a very good first touch. And we were just going to go back to positive and see the game out. 5 minutes left. Well, the changes haven't gone through, and it's Sweden throwing everything at it to get themselves level, to take it to penalties, or at least just keep themselves in the World Cup for the time being. And we are still trying to win the ball back, but it's fed out to the right-hand side. It's played in the middle. Kulusevski through on goal, hits the post. I mean, what on earth is that defending? We've just let him race forward. Rashford now with the ball at his feet, takes it round one, cuts back to Rice, who feeds it to the goal scorer, Rodgers. We've massively got away with that. Kulusevski really should have scored into Watkins, who I think was offside. It's going to go out. But we'll knock it down to positive. Hopefully just see this out. Oh no, it's a late Sweden free kick in a dangerous area. Swung in, cleared. I think it was going out for a goal kick. We should have just left it. Kulusevski, Watkins can't get rid. Oh, the Barca man. Don't know how you pronounce it. Bargy. Places it wide. 1 minute added time. No more highlights, please. Oh, it's done. This World Cup is draining me. But we've just about done it. Well done. I'm just going to praise them, because every time I've tried to say don't get complacent, they just kick off. They just kick off. Turkey beat New Zealand. We're going to play Turkey in the semis. It's a Germany-Colombia semi. This is a mad World Cup. It really is. So it's Turkey in the semis. Germany beat Colombia 2-0 in their semi-game, so they await the winner of this in the final. We're sticking with the same team. We're staying on attacking. We're going for it. We're not changing anything now. No one changes. Everyone stays the same. Rodgers back on the bench. I know he scored. But Eze has done really well as well, so it's just like, it doesn't matter who we pick. Obviously, there's no mugs at this stage of the tournament. They've got some good players. Kadioglu, Celik, Çalhanoğlu, the skipper, Arda Güler, Yildiz. We should be winning this. I do think that, but, you know, it's no. There's no mugs at this stage. A final awaits the winner. England got to the semis in 2018, out in extra time to Croatia. Hopefully not a repeat here, and hopefully we can get to the World Cup final. We got further than we did the last World Cup though, but we actually, honestly, we've had the easiest run you could imagine. We've played Croatia, Panama, Ghana, DR Congo, Sweden, and South Africa. Swap those two for the order. And now we play Turkey, who are a decent side, but again, a side England should be beaten. This is probably the easiest run-in you're ever going to have, and we've made hard work of every single game. This is peak England, but we're doing it nonetheless. It doesn't matter how you get there. It's just that you get there. And at the minute, we are there. We're at the big stage, the semi-final, and against a decent Turkish side. Hopefully, we can do the business. But it's a great ball over the top for Turkey, who just managed to keep it in. Swing it in. It's blocked. Anderson clears. Saka takes. That was an early warning sign for us right there. And we play it out to Saka, who's very deep in our half. We need to build it up. through the midfield, and we do just that. Nico O'Reilly, who honestly I'm thinking maybe we should be dropping for Spence. He's done really well when we brought him on, but then I also just think why change what's generally been working. Rice could have played it into Anderson there, but it finds his way to Anderson, but he just turns backwards. We are looking after it a little bit more here. That's a brilliant ball from Rice to find Gordon, who's been my player of the tournament. Swings one in. Kane's there. His header straight to the Turkish goalkeeper, but that was great work from Gordon. And honestly, Kane is again another one. Could he be dropped? He's not really turned up this tournament. It's a ball over the top. Stones way too slow. Oh, almost caught out, but Pickford, I've gave him stick. He's done really well there. It was a big save from Pickford to keep Turkey out, and they are no mugs. They are a good side. They are definitely taking the game to us. And now Kane running at the Turkey defence, not really his game, and he loses out, as you'd probably expect to in a foot race. Just gets caught up by too many Turks. And now the Turkish lads are coming forward. Yildiz swings it over again. John Stones on the last man. Too slow. This time Pickford can't do anything about it. And it's in the back of the net. We've got to take him off. It's not going to work. Konsa's quicker. He's coming on. Stones off for Konsa. It just... pressure. The pressure's got to me. I'm making mad decisions, but he's got to go off. He's been done twice. And it's just going to happen again if we leave it on. We're 1-0 down again. And at the minute, we're not even creating anything this time round. It's been way, way tougher for us this game. I've just got a feeling this is the end. This is the end of us. I just don't see us getting it. We're a Germany final. We could have recreated 1966 if we got to the final. But I think we're going to get beat. I think we've just run out of steam. We've not been at it today. We're just not at the same level we've been in previous games. We've created generally nothing. Like genuinely nothing. Now I think it could be that we're just man-to-man with them. They've matched our formation. And I think that's just nullified us. The thing is, we can't go less attacking. What sense does that make when we're chasing a goal? Really poor first half. I won't make any changes just yet. But thankfully, they've not scored since we've took Stones off. So clearly, Konsa coming in has been a better option. But yeah, real poor from us this half. We've just done nothing. We've genuinely done nothing. And Gordon's very tired. I mean, the whole attack are just having a honking game. We're going to have to change something. Gordon's going to come off. Rodgers is also going to come on for Eze. And hopefully the personnel switches can work out and get us a goal back. But yeah, it's been all Turkey so far. And at the minute, we are struggling. We're really, really struggling to get into the game. And I just don't see how we get back into this. We're not even getting any highlights. We're genuinely not getting anything. And we've just offered nothing. We've done nothing. We need Kane to come up with a goal or someone to come up with an equaliser to just get us level at this point, because we don't look like a team that's going to create anything at the minute. We look void of creation. But it is only the one goal, so anything will do. Oh, Saka, anything will do. And anything will do. Saka's effort is deflected. Beats the goalkeeper. It's 1-1. I don't think we will see a better goal than that. I think it was probably going out. It was probably going wide. But he's just absolutely leathered it. It's took a huge deflection. And now momentum has shifted. And for the first time in the game, we look like the team on top. Saka back to Rodgers. Saka does well. Still going. Saka just couldn't get the ball out of his feet. Just lost it a little bit there. But Reece James back to Anderson, who's got Saka again, who's doing well. Saka again. Through to Rodgers. And Morgan Rodgers finishes it. It's England 2, Turkey 1. And all of a sudden, the game's flipped on its head. We are 2-1 up. And that was brilliant work. In the space of like 4 minutes, we've went from a goal behind to a goal ahead. It's England 2, Turkey 1, and Rodgers again off the bench, proven to be the difference maker. Saka being man of the match, no doubt. Cobby's going to come on for Anderson, who's on a yellow. We're also going to take Reece James off for Tino Livramento, who's also on a yellow, and we're going to bring again Jed Spence on. Oh, we're not going to bring Jed Spence on. We're out of subs. We'll make those final changes. Cobby and Livramento come on. 10 minutes remain. We're going to leave it on attacking because I just don't want to change it. Every time we've dropped it back to positive, we've been worse. But not been an ideal game for us, but we've turned it around. And that's all that matters to me. Turkey now coming forward. I mean, there's a spare man in the middle. Couldn't find it. That is a huge block. I think it was maybe Livramento. I'm not sure. It looked like a white player. It could have been Livramento. I mean, it's got to be Livramento out of that back line. So it had to be. But yeah, 5 minutes left. It was offside anyway, so it didn't matter. But yeah, that was very close. That was very, very close. Unless it was Rice, I'm not sure. But yeah, it was very close. 5 minutes of added time. But the ball is at our feet and O'Reilly can play it through to Rashford. And to be fair, we've had to rely on the squad. And the squad have done what we've needed them to do when we've needed them to do it. Rashford should just be taking this to the corner. I mean, again, Kane's had a honking game. He's done nothing. That is a huge tackle from Saka. What a man. And now he's through to wrap it up. Bukayo Saka sends us to the World Cup final against Germany. Roll it back, man. Roll it back to 1966. We're going to do it again. We're going to beat the Germans in a final. Tuchel out the door. English gaffer in. We're going to repeat history. England 3, Turkey 1. Bloody hell, we did it. We're into the World Cup final. And that will be the next video. Thank you for watching. World Cup final against Germany awaits. And hopefully I'll see you all there.